All right, everyone, welcome back to the Windy City here in Chicago, episode number 6 of our Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode here on NHL 23. In the last episode, in case you did miss it, I will leave a link in the description below. But in the last episode, we were able to re-sign Alex DeBrincat, bring him back to Chicago. You'll notice the salaries are a bit different. I forgot to sign a cap whale, unfortunately, so everyone kind of got boosted a little bit. But fortunately, I don't have too many long-term contracts. Like Seth Jones being boosted a little bit does not really make a difference. But it shouldn't affect us too much anyway. We still have, we're barely above the cap floor anyway right now, so it shouldn't affect us too much either way. But yeah, so we're here this is year number 2 for us. We have a lot of our young players playing this year, like Frank Nazar is making his debut. Reichel's still in the top 6, Khrushchev, Newhook. That second line is all, I guess Khrushchev is 25, but these two are 23 and 22. And then, yeah, we have Korchinski playing top line this year. We traded for Philip Broberg, who's playing second pair. Nolan Allen is a rookie this year as well. And then we have a new goalie tandem of Philip Gustafsson and Akira Schmid. And then, of course, in the AHL, we still have some of the guys from last year. And then, obviously, that top defensive pairing of Kasparaitis and Pellikka is going to be something to watch for. So, yeah, and then, of course, too, we have our 2 other top prospects who are playing in the juniors this year. So we have, well, let me view them from here. We're about to find out. Yep. Berkeley Catone is going to still be playing in Spokane. He'll get another year there. And then we also have Caswell, who will still be wherever the fuck that team is, the Broncos. So, yep, he'll be playing there. And yeah, some of the other guys are still in juniors, but yeah, I think we can probably get the simulation for this year done. We're of course looking out for the draft lottery this year. Michael Misa, who I believe has franchise potential in this game, he is somebody to watch out for. Of course, getting to see him live, he's been pretty special for Saginaw. So I would not be opposed to drafting him myself. But yeah, I think I don't really want to make any changes anyway. And we don't really have any big contracts to re-sign this year. So I think we can just kind of get some simulation done this year and see what happens. Hopefully our young guys can start doing some good stuff for us, and we can see some growth out of this team. So let's get a couple months in here, and why don't we talk about what's going on in the NHL right now. So I am currently recording this on Tuesday night. Technically, it's Wednesday because I think it's past midnight. But, yeah, the Stanley Cup Finals begin on the 3rd, this Saturday, and it's Florida and Vegas. Pretty unlikely matchup, at least from what I would have thought. I wouldn't have thought Florida for one. Vegas maybe, but definitely not Florida. They've had such a cool Cinderella run. It's been really fun to watch them. I was really happy to beat Boston because I don't like Boston. I don't think a lot of people do, but I was happy about that. They were able to get the job done against the Leafs, and then they sweep the Hurricanes, right? I don't think they won a game on them. So, and Tkachuk and Bobrovsky have just been absolutely unstoppable. Bobrovsky has like a .935 save percentage. Tkachuk's got 22 points in 19 games or something like that. Montour's been really good for them. Sam Bennett. They're pretty much doing what they should have done last year because they won the President's Trophy last year, and then they lose in the second round, I think. So they're overperforming, making up for their underperformance of last year. So there is that. But anyway, for us, we are about a couple months in, 22 games into the season. Bedard is point per game. DeBrincat is right there. Newhook actually he's leading the team in goals, 10 goals, 18 points. Kane with 17, Khrushchev 13, Reichel 11. So these two not really performing as good. Newhook definitely kind of carrying the load on that line. Lindblom, that third line not doing too much yet, that bottom 6. not doing great. And Radish at -9. Yeah, he has not been that good. That first year I simulated, he was on the top line, he had 51 points, and then he just kind of fell off. So we might look to trade him potentially this year. And then defensively, Seth Jones, our captain, with 13 points. Philip Broberg with 10, so that second pairing doing good. Korchinski with 4, which is very low, to be honest. He's an offensive defenseman. He's getting power play time. Connor Murphy only with 2 as well. All right, and then I guess I might as well check the save percentages real quick. And both of our goalies actually playing really well, so that is good. We're actually 12-9-1, so that's probably what's keeping us our head above water is our defense, not our points scoring from our defense, but just our defense in general. There's no chemistry, but I think I want to try this pair right here. Just Korchinski isn't really getting going. Maybe Seth Jones, he's got 13 points on the season. Maybe you can get him going. So we'll try Broberg on the top line there. He is the highest overall on the left side, so maybe it'll do good for us. But yeah, we're actually doing a lot better than you might have thought for us. So let's get another couple months in here. But yeah, so Vegas, they are a good team, so I'm not surprised that they made it. They beat Dallas, obviously, and then who the fuck did they face? I guess I can pull it up here because I am blanking right now. The playoffs always seem to last a while. I mean, they are like 2 months, but so let's see. They beat Edmonton, of course. I really wanted Edmonton to make it. McDavid is just too fun to watch. Why wouldn't you want to see that? And then they also beat Winnipeg. That's right. God, that Winnipeg series seems like it was forever ago. I remember that shit. That is crazy. It's probably been like a month since then, but it's felt really long. But yeah, so Florida and Vegas, I think it should be a good series though. I think if Florida can just continue their, motivation right now in their hot streak, because they kind of have like a hard-working team. Like them and Carolina was like the same team. Like that's why that series was so close. Even though Florida swept them, like every game was close, and it just the bounces went Florida's way. So if they can keep getting that type of luck, and Kachuk and Bob can keep playing the way they are, I think they can have a chance. And then for Vegas, it's just everyone's got to be firing on all cylinders for them. Like, I know Carlson's had a good playoffs. He's got 10 goals. They've just had scoring up and down the lineup, like Eichel, Carlson, Stevenson, Stone, Riley Smith. So, yeah, as long as they just keep pace on what they're doing, they'll definitely... and they just have to solve Bob. Because Bob, he's had... they call him Vezina Bob, is how he's performing right now. But, in Florida, he's kind of been shaking, especially in the regular season. But if they can get him back to that form, they definitely have a chance. But if it's Vezina Bob, I don't like the chances because I think he's just going to shut it down. Anyway, though, for us, again, that first line is absolutely killing it. Plus 17s and plus 20 there, and they're all point per game. Newhook is having a good year. Reichel is doing decent, and then Khrushchev is doing okay. It's a little lower than I would want. I usually like my second line to be about 50 points. Khrushchev only being an 82, though, does hurt. Man, he's got 5 years left on that deal. Yeah, he's not even on pace for that, is he? Barely, maybe. Nazar was 16 on the third line. That third line is really struggling with the minuses. Radish, yeah. So I may want to look to move Radish and maybe even Khrushchev. I mean, they're not performing as well as you'd like. Defensively, Korchinski's picked it up since being moved down. Broberg's still doing good. And Seth Jones is still up there. So yeah, I like this setup right now. That seems to be a bit better. And then in net, we're still doing really good in net. So that is good to see. And then let's check out the AHL actually as well. Drew Comesso, a 912 save percentage, not bad. He should be ready for next year. But, I mean, with this competition, he might not even crack the lineup. So we will see on that. And then forwards, wow. our scoring is horrible. 26 points as our leading forward score. That is, yeah, these guys are all minus 10. I don't think our record probably isn't good then, right? Yeah, it's about 500. Defensively, yeah, Rinzel's got about as many points as the forwards, and he's not even on the top line. So, yeah, that definitely an interesting year from the AHL. But we'll see if maybe they can pick it up. Yeah, I might want to look to make a trade here. I don't think either of those guys are going to have much value right now, but... Like, yeah, they are just... Yeah, Khrushchev, I mean, he's got a little bit, but... Radish, yeah, he's got like a sliver. And we wanted to take some cap space back because those guys aren't... Like, what could I get in the trade finder for these? Like, I think Radish might be like 2/4 and then 2/3 for Khrushchev or something like that. Let me see. So I'll do, let me do Radish first. Like I said, that's like a 5th. Damn. Yeah. I mean, he's really got no value. I could have sold high on him too, but, you know, I thought he was going to be decent for us. Khrushchev, Marcus Pettersson, no thanks. Yeah, that is something I want to look at. So let's see what's out there and kind of see if we want to make a trade here. So Khrushchev does have a little bit of value. So I'll see if there's like maybe... Is there anybody on the block for any of these teams? Nick Schmaltz we can bring back. I don't think... What's our record right now? Oh, we actually are 29-20-1. Why did I not notice this? We are actually doing a lot better than I thought. We are 3rd in the division, so we might actually want to, you know, conservatively buy here. It could be... Maybe I give it another month just to see. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it at least another month. Let's get up to the trade deadline and just see if this team... Because if we start to lose, then I'll kind of just, you know, fade out. I might still trade Khrushchev and them, but not for, like, contending pieces. Maybe, like, for a draft pick. As we're kind of still in it, but we're losing some games. Yeah, we got 71 points. I mean, we got 8 points ahead of the Blues, because our division is not that good this year. Besides Dallas, it was absolutely fucking 41 wins on the year already. So let's get this game against the Sharks done. First period, we're down 3-1. Wow, second period, we get 3 goals. That top line is insane. Third period, Patrick, I think did our top line get every goal that game? Yep. Alright, so they should fill up the 3 stars, I would imagine. Yep, Kane 2-2, Bedard a goal and 4. So it's a 5-point night for Connor Bedard, and then a 4-point night from the other 2 on the first line. That line is absolutely killing it. I said in the comments for the last video, best line in hockey. I was being half serious, but I mean, shit, man. And another thing I just thought of is Kane is kind of on his last ride. He's 36. He could retire any time now, so maybe we do want to give this, you know, while we actually have a decent record, maybe we want to give this a shot. New Hook, yeah, Khrushchev. Yeah, I feel like if I just drop him down to the 3rd line, like, it might be nice for secondary scoring, but then it might tank his overall and his value. Nazar, he's up in 81. He's got 13 goals on the year. 21 points is okay. They're just minuses, which is the problem. Yeah, Radish is a minus 20. He's got to go. He's got to go no matter what. Defensively, Jones 29, Broberg 23, Korchinski 21. They're all looking good. And then in net, we've kind of tailed off a little bit. But Gustafsson still at a 915 is pretty good. So I'll take that. AHL Comesso still doing decent. Carl Lindbaum is actually doing decent as well. It's just the team isn't doing that great. Rinzel's still top defensive point getter. And then, yeah, we're just not scoring enough points in the AHL. But yeah, we're 35, 26, and 3, which is a lot better than I thought we would be. So we could make to look at trade here. Without sacrificing the future. The Maple Leafs pick actually has a ton of value. I forgot we had that pick. Where are they at in the standings? They are 7th in their division. They're 26, 31, and 6. So that is something to look at. Okay, let's look at the Maple Leafs. So obviously they lost Matthews, but they signed Aho as his replacement. And again, too, their top line is doing good, but it's that secondary storm. Yeah, Robertson only has 22 points. Tavares does have 39, which is not bad. Baker, but yeah, they just don't have enough. They're very top heavy. They don't have enough depth, and this defensive core is nothing to write home about. I mean, this is not good. Who do they have in net? Samsonov and Copley. Yeah, they're not doing good either. So as of right now, that Leafs pick is looking like it's going to be a pretty decent pick. Because where do they line up? Not just in their division. How many points do they have? They have 58. So they have 1, 2, if we count the Coyotes, 3, 4, 5 teams that are potentially worse than them. So it is a guaranteed, like, what, top 8, top 9 pick right now? So I still want to keep our pick regardless, because in case we do fall off, I think we might... Well, I don't want to say playoffs, because... Yeah, it's definitely... I do want to keep our pick, though. Like, I don't want to sacrifice our future. I'd be willing to swap... you know, Kershaw for somebody. So I think... And did his value go down a little bit? I think his value might have went down a little bit, which kind of sucks. I think he was a little bit more, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think we should just get into the trade deadline here. And then one more thing I want to check actually is the progress reports. So Bedard is up to a 94. Holy shit. No wonder they're doing so good. Look at all this growth that he's having. I mean, having high franchise helps, but my god, 94 at 19 years old. He's still an 85. Kane's gone down to an 85, which is alright, though. But yeah, that's the reason I want to give this team a shot at contending. Because Kane might be on his last couple years here. So, wow. Berkeley Catone is up to an 83 overall already. So he is going to be probably in the top 6 next year. So he can be the Khrushchev replacement for next year. While Linder actually is up to an 81. We might want to bring him up, actually. Comesto's up to an 80. Kasparov is still 79. Rinzel's up to a 79, it looks like. Where is Caswell? Is he grown at all? He's up to an 75, so that's good. He is absolutely dominating. He's already got more points than last year. What's Catone doing? He's got to be putting up numbers, right? Not really, honestly. He's not even point per game. That's really surprising, but I guess that does happen in this game a lot, where they get like too high of an overall almost. So yeah, let's go into the trade deadline here. Let's not waste any more time. I'll just keep our trade block for now, and we'll see who's out there. So we don't have to. We know we don't have to give up. Like, we are good with getting a rental because we have Catone coming up for next year, so we don't need anybody crazy. We can get like a veteran with like low value, like somebody like one of these three is looking pretty good. I want somebody with like a year left though. That's why I'm looking at Rodriguez. But Pavelski could play third line next year if we wanted. There's Kuznets stuff. I'm looking for a right wing. Coyotes trade Nick Schmaltz. Already he's gone to the Columbus Blue Jackets in exchange for a second in Mania. Alright. Pavel Buchnevich has like no value. He's not having the greatest year, but he is a playmaker too. Gallagher, Granlund, Mangiapane. I mean, there's a lot of decent options. There's definitely some top 6 forwards out here. Let me just look at somebody like Buchnevich, because I think he should be left wing and right wing, right? Yeah, he's got a couple X factors too. He fits on the third line though, according to our scout. And does he have an extension? Nope. So let me just add, like, where is Khrushchev? Khrushchev. And then I almost wonder if Raj would be negative value at this point. But, I mean, those two... I mean, I guess this would be kind of realistic because Khrushchev might just need to change the scenery. He's a younger guy. And Radish, same thing. I guess he's more of, you know, just a depth piece. I'll still add in a pick if I need to. But... is Pavelski listed as a center right wing? Because I almost wonder if he might be the better option. Even if he's a little bit more trade value. Oh, maybe not, actually. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, looks like a little bit more. Oh, he's actually listed as a right wing center. Okay. And he's also forward line 3. But he's got X factors. Like, I think he might be the guy we want to target. So, Joe Pavelski... who, by the way, he had a great playoffs himself. That one game, he had 4 goals against Seattle, I think. The only thing is it doesn't look like they're going to want either of these guys. So we're going to have to kind of add some stuff. Yep. And then I'll give up like a 4th is good with me. So Philip Khrushchev, Taylor Radish. Taylor, right? Yep. Khrushchev, Radish, and a 4th for Pavelski. Does this make some kind of sense? They get a younger player. They're kind of still rebuilding, aren't they? Yeah. But they also want to kind of compete, so this kind of makes sense for them. Yeah, a lot of their guys actually have... damn, how do they have so much growth out of these guys? Connor Kiki's up to 8. Damn. So yeah, maybe Radish doesn't make sense in this, but I'm just kind of tacking him on. If they say, like, something about him, then... so I'm going to offer this to Arizona. Khrushchev, Radish, and a 4th for Joe Pavelski. That one doesn't go through. Okay, what if I take him out? Does that... okay. Yeah, I'll just... Because do they have cap? Yeah, they have cap space. So I'll add that in. Let me just upgrade that to a 3rd, because I think that's still worth it, especially if he comes back next year. So Khrushchev, Radish, and a 3rd for Pavelski. What's he doing this year, by the way? Oh yeah, 47 points. That's not bad. Yeah, I think he'd be good. So Khrushchev, Radish, 3rd for Pavelski. Will it go through? It does not. Okay. Is there any, like, lower end prospect I can give up? You want that guy for some reason. Like a low top 6 kind of guy, like this guy. Steven Corson. He's got a little bit of value to him. So, they're getting a younger forward, a prospect, a decent pick, and a depth forward for Joe Pavelski. I think this is a good value for him. I don't need them to retain. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, will this go through? Okay, it would on the start. So, did it have anything to do with that retainment? Maybe not. Let me just make this a 4th real quick, just to see if that does anything. Like, if they'll still... okay, they still will accept that. What if I take out that? No. Alright, I'm not gonna fleece the AI. I just want to see how low I could do a 6th, but I'll do a 4th. I'll meet in the middle. I don't want to fleece them. So it's going to be Khrushchev, Radish, Corson, and a 4th for Joe Pavelski. The only thing is I would need a replacement. Just like a 3rd liner. Do they have... Barrett Hayton is an interesting player. He fits in the 4th line. Because he could help... like, if I do... yeah, he could be interesting. But he has a lot of value. Let me try adding that 3rd. I don't think that'll go through, will it? No. Yeah, I think he has a bit too much value. He's a guy, like, who's not getting enough ice time here. They have a ton of young players. It would make a lot of sense for them to trade him. How about this guy? Nate Smith. Yeah, this is a guy who's not getting enough ice time either. Maybe he can jump up too before he... See, let me try him. And... yeah. Alright, Khrushchev, Radish, Corson in a third for Pavelski, and Nate Smith. Will it go through? No. Okay. I guess I can add another pick. Like, do they want, like, this lower pick? Still no. He is adding in a little bit of value. A third and a fourth. If they say no to this, then I won't do it. Okay. Alright, I'm good with just the original trade then. So, yep, we're going to officially do this. Khrushchev, Radish, Corson in a fourth for Joe Pavelski. And they have accepted. Alright, so we had Joe Pavelski to our roster. Hoping to make a run this year, obviously, with the surprising, like, season we're having, honestly. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. Yeah, so I need another forward. And then, with, Wallinder being up, is Roos the one playing? No, who is the bottom pair defenseman? It's Allen, and who's the other guy? Is that Wallinder? No, he's not yet. Oh, is it Regula? It's Regula. Okay, yeah. I can definitely move on from him. He doesn't have any value, though, which sucks. I don't know. Let's see what's out there, and then we can decide from there. So I'm looking for a forward, kind of in this range. Phil Kessel. I can just get every veteran. He is a sniper. Phil Kessel actually would not be a bad idea. Let me see what they... He doesn't have too much value himself. And then, are they interested in anybody that I'd trade? They want a couple of these shit-ass prospects. I don't want to do some bullshit like that, though. I wonder if a fourth for Phil Kessel will go through. I feel like that would be a fair trade. So Phil Kessel for a fourth, will they accept it? And they do. All right, so we get rid of a couple of our draft picks, which sucks a little bit. But it was just too forced, I think, though. So we still have most of our draft capital, which is good. Obviously, this Toronto pick is the thing to watch out for. And then we have their second round pick next year. We have San Jose's third, New York Islanders third, Ottawa's fourth. Yeah, we'll still have a lot of draft capital. Yep. So I'm good with giving out a couple of picks there. We don't move on from any top prospects either. And then I think I'm all set with the trade deadline. So, yeah, I think I'm going to exit here. And we're going to have to adjust the lines here for a second because we did add a new player. And, yeah, definitely going to go there. So these guys actually get a +1 on that line, which is nice. And then I'm going to go... Where's Kessel at? He's scratched. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Gutman, who got called up from the NHL, right? Yeah. You're going to come out. Kessel's going to go in there. And then there. And boom. Alright, I'm good with that. Fourth line hasn't been doing the greatest. But, I mean, scoring-wise, they're not doing bad. They're just minuses. Maybe... They'll pick it up, though. I'm just hoping that Kessel can help that third line. I know Lindblom isn't the best third liner, but like I said, and I'll have to change Pavelski's number because nobody's wearing number 19. And then, for whatever reason, this is... Oh, yeah, because it was like that. That's right. And then I actually want to... Oop, not that. Swap here. So Gutman's going to go back down. And then I want to bring up Wallinder just for the moment. Oh, Gutman has waivers. Hold on a second. That's right. I feel like he might be able to clear. If he doesn't, though, like... Damn, I do want him to play down there because... Alright, I'm going to risk it. And it looks like he made it, right? Yep. Alright, great. That worked out. And then I can just do best lines here. Honestly, Rinzel deserves to play top line with the way he's playing anyway. And I think I already tried this like before and it was a minus, but I'm still going to put him... Oh, it's only a -1. Great. That actually is huge. So we're going to call up Tom Wallinder, who's up to an 81. He's only 20 years old. He's looking like he can do something for us. Pretty big dude, 6 foot... I guess, yeah, 6'3" is pretty big for a hockey player. And then, yeah, we'll give him a shot. These two still in net. And then does that... Yeah, he can play anyway. AHL is whatever. They're kind of being mid this year anyway. So yeah, Joe Pavelski is here. And then if we go to the power play. So I think this is very top heavy right here. But I think I want to spread it out a little bit. So we're going to go with... we'll go with Reichel. He needs to go there. And then... Oh, we need a defenseman on this line anyway. New hook. I'll put Korchinski in there since he's offensive defenseman. So this is the other point. So I want DeBrincat there. There we go. Yeah. Yep, I'm good with that. And then Lindblom, you're coming out. New hook there. And then I think him and Pavelski have like the same. Yeah. So I'll put Pavelski at center though because he has that tip. And then we'll do that. And then Seth Jones. And do I have anybody else I can put in? Oh yeah, Phil. Perfect. That works out good. Oh, minus. Fuck off. Whatever, I don't care. Maybe Seth Jones I can replace. Not really. Maybe Broberg. Does that help? No. I'll just leave Seth in there. But I'm keeping that. And then 4-man. That is weird as fuck. Let's do those guys. DeBrincat and Korchinski. And then 4-man. Let's get Pavelski in there. That's not Pavelski. Why do I click everyone but Pavelski? Alright, there's that. And then... Maybe I just don't do a defenseman for that one. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Although they kind of are being weird. There, that's fine. Alright. Penalty kill. Pavelski on there, I'm good. Yep. And yeah, I'm fine with that shit. Although I think I'll move up Nolan Allen because he's probably on here, right? No? Yeah. Yeah, who did I just put on? Korchinski? Wait. No, I don't want him there. Alright, Allen and Murphy are there. So I want... Probably Seth is fine. Yep. And then same thing. Oh, actually that fucks that up. Never mind. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and then 4-on-4. This should all be fine. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna assume that's all good. Don't want to waste too much time on that because I think once you get like the power play and even strength is pretty much the most important stuff there. So yeah, hopefully Joe. Oh, and before I forget, of course, gotta change his number. And then what I'm gonna do actually, because I know Phil is wearing number 8 right now, so I'm gonna give him back his old number. Oh, 81's retired. That's right. Hosa. Fuck. Because I was gonna give Pavelski 8. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't it doesn't really matter. I'm like going really deep into this. I'll just give Pavelski like 11 is fine, I think. Alright. Alright, so let's get this season all wrapped up. There's not much really I can do. It's just up to the team if they want to make the playoffs or not. And usually when you add somebody at the deadline, your team starts to fall apart after it. So we'll see if that stays true. Doing good so far. And then we take a loss, but there's another win. 39, 27, and 3. We get up to 41s on the year. And, yep, here we go. It's a couple of losses there, but now some wins. So let's actually stop here. Oh, and we are in the playoffs. All right, great. I was actually going to stop it and actually go day by day. But we are in the playoffs in year number 2. That is beautiful. I think we're pretty much solidified to be we're going to be the 3 seed no matter what. Well, actually, can the Blues catch us? No, they can only get up to 98 points. Yep. So we're going to be the 3 seed here. We're going to take on the Dallas Stars in the first round, it looks like. Let's slow us in the last game of the season, because why not? Against Edmonton, who had a great year this year. First period, 2-1 us, DeBrincat and Connor Murphy. Second period, Joe Pavelski. That's nice to see. And the third period, we hang on. They tied it up, but then we came back. Broberg with 1:20 left. Nazar with the empty netter. 3 stars of Reichel, Broberg, and Draisaitl. All right, so beautiful. We make the playoffs in year number 2. That is amazing growth to see. And yes, it is Dallas that we are facing. So let's take a look at the stats here. So Connor Bedard has solidified himself as an elite player this year. Yep, he had that big breakout year already in year number 2. He's up to a 94, still in the 19s. So that is great to see. Alex DeBrincat didn't miss a step as he comes back. Him and Bedard seem to be a good duo. So that is very nice as well. He's earning that contract. 36 goals, 87 points. And then Patrick Kane, of course, point per game. Back on that level. First time in 3 years. So that is very good to see. Pavelski, what did he do for us? He had 19 points in 18 games. That is perfect. Newhook really turned it up after that. 63 points for him. A breakout year for him. So maybe he can be a solidified second-line center for us. Reichel, 52 points, which is an improvement, career high, so I like to see that. Phil, he had 11 points in 18 games on the third line. That is beautiful. Nazar did get up to 32 points. We'll consider it a 20-goal campaign. Why not? And the rest of the forwards there. Defensively, Seth Jones led the way. Our captain, 35 points. Broberg with 30. Korchinski, 30 in his rookie year. He is up to an 84 overall. So hoping for growth from him. And Wallinder had 3 points in 18 games plus 4, so I'll take that. And then in the net, Philip Gustafson got the job done, 912 save percentage. Schmid was just okay at a 903. But he went 14-6, so I guess it worked out for him. And then, of course, here are the rookies for us. And then around the league, we didn't even take a look at this the entire year, so this is going to be completely new. Mitch Marner led the league in scoring, which scares me because they weren't doing shit. I mean, they still were, they had all the points, but the Leafs' first line led the league in scoring. Ovechkin with 56 goals at 39 years of age, which he has smashed Gretzky's record already, 938. He's looking to get 1,000 goals pretty much at this point. Zibanejad's up there. McDavid, 90 points. Any surprising people? There's Bedard, of course. Looks to be in the top 10. Fiala, 87 points. Adam Fox, 87 as a defenseman, which is going to lead them in scoring. Nope, no one really... I guess Jeff Skinner at 78, but he had that kind of season this year, so... yeah, there's all that. Ken Johnson's up there. But yeah, as we said, Adam Fox, 87 points. And 20 goals for Dougie Hamilton leading the way there. For the goaltenders, Georgiev was the wins leader and maybe the save percentage leader. My God. Georgiev with a Vezina, like, he's just going to win the Vezina. Like, it's not even a debate. Rookie skaters, Matvei Michkov for the Anaheim Ducks, who was second overall in 2023. Puts up 57 points, 35 goals in his rookie year. It'll be either him or Dvorsky, but I think with that plus-minus, which this game always looks out for, he's going to definitely take it. And then anybody in the goalie's going to give him a run for his money. Lucas Dostal? No, I don't think so. Looks like it's going to be Matvei Michkov there. And then did Ovechkin lead in goals just to make sure? Yep. And Matthews actually had 15 his first year in Detroit. So that Leafs thing scares me. Did they make the playoffs? They did not. Okay, good. That is good. So we will have a chance at the at a top pick. Where did they finish in the league is the question. They were 5th last. So that is very good for us. So we have top 5 odds on the Michael Misa sweepstakes, which would just add to our incredible prospect talent. But either way, we should be getting like a top 8 pick around. So if we look at the draft class, Jordan Gavin is high elite. We have elite. I'm gonna guess that he is elite. And yeah, we have a confirmed elite at 10. So we will be adding another top guy, hopefully a medium elite at least, in the next draft. So that is beautiful. Very, very good. All right. So yeah, first round is going to be against Dallas. We'll take a look at their team. Obviously, we just traded for Pavelski, but it was from Arizona, so... excuse me. So they didn't lose anything there, but they got, Robertson, Hintz, up to 92, damn. No wonder he had all them points. And Mason Marchment in the first line, Nyquist, Johnston, and Ben on the second. Johnson up to an 88. He was good for them in the playoffs, so I think he's looking good for them in real life. Sagan, Faxa, and Colton, Stankoven, Delandre, and Eberle. And then defensively, 95 overall, Mira Heiskanen, Nils Lundqvist, Esa Lindell with Harley, Suter, and Bear. And then in goal, Jake Ottinger is going to be hard to solve here in the playoffs. So Dallas is a very tough matchup, a very good team up and down for them. But I guess we'll see what happens. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Was a huge success with us making the playoffs. And we'll see if we can do some stuff in the next one. So, as always, you guys take care.